Greetings. It's important to acknowledge that it is not always easy to pinpoint the cause of our stress. All too often we choose not to accept the true thorn in our side, and we just throw our hands up when we get stressed. So our starting point is naming your tiger. That's right, you gotta name it to tame it. Many people ignore the signs of stress or don't recognize them. Can you identify when you're feeling stressed? And what are the triggers that stress response is to your body? When you feel stressed, it is often triggered by circumstances that threaten something in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or psychological. The first thing to manage and decrease the stress in your life is to identify what is stressing you out. So I want you to take a moment to think of the people, events, or situations that make you feel uneasy, agitated, fearful, or angry. Have you got at least one in mind? Good. Being able to name it is a huge step in bringing more calm and peace to your life. Many years ago when my kids were young, I did this same activity. My kids were not keeping their room clean was a major source of stress for me. It irked me to walk by their rooms and see what a mess it was. After a usual morning of arguing and feeling less than encouraged, my younger daughter left for school, acknowledging that this wasn't the relationship I wanted, nor how I wanted my house kept. I asked myself what a loving, easy to get along with mother would do, because I was feeling anything but that. I forced myself to think about what would make me feel better. What was the tiger? I decided if their beds were made, it would make a huge difference to me. So I decided after I made my bed, I would make all three of my kids' beds too. That's what I love, and it creates a sense of peace for me. This sense of peace wouldn't cost me any money, just a few short moments in the morning. After you've defined what is causing your anxiety or stress, come up with one thing that you can do to decrease or remove it. And be specific. Don't just say, my children stress me out, or my spouse or my boss does. What specific action or lack of action creates stress for you? Then decide if there is something you can do differently. Like for me, it was making beds. I would love to hear what stress you were able to identify, and if it was acute or chronic. Pause for a moment and answer and reflect on these questions. Did you know stress is one of the oldest words in the English language? The definition of stress is the perceived lack of resources to meet demands or change. It is perception more than anything. That is key. One important thing to note is that the body cannot tell the difference between an actual stressor and an imagined one. This is why you might feel fatigued after watching a scary movie or an intense movie, or remembering an argument or other events from several years back. My stress was killing me, and I didn't even know it, as I shared in my background lesson. At first, I was in denial. I wasn't stressed. I felt pretty good. Besides, didn't all my exercise counteract stress in my life? I soon found out that stress is sneaky, and most of us are walking around in a very high state of stress chemically. And the scary thing is that many of us aren't even aware. If left unchecked and unmanaged, stress can lead to all kinds of relationship, financial, and health problems, and bring about life-threatening diseases like mine. If you could better understand what causes and reduces stress, you could pave the way for a more relaxing, healthier, and happier life. Throughout this module, we will unravel some of the mysteries surrounding stress and help you discover new coping mechanisms for reducing stress in your life and giving you healthier ways to respond. The stress we experience can be managed or minimized by how we react to it. Let's walk through an exercise to guide you through experiencing some stress relief. Did you know that we carry one of the most powerful stress management techniques that exist? It's breathing. Although breathing is covered extensively in another lesson, I want you to realize the importance of it for stress relief. Let's try it right now. As you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose, notice the effect it has on your mind and body. take in a slow, deep breath. Allowing your abdomen to expand as you breathe, reaching all the way down to the bottom of your stomach. Hold for 2 seconds. Now release that breath. Allowing your abdomen to return to its normal position. Once again, take in another deep breath. Breathing all the way down into your abdomen, allowing your stomach to expand, and then releasing it as you calmly exhale. In your notebook, write a word or phrase or draw a picture describing how your mind and body responds to deep breathing. Is it a pressure cooker letting off steam or a feather falling gently down? Now do the same for your body. It's difficult for most people to think about strategies to calm themselves down. Instead, it's more common for people to allow negative thoughts to just take over. Additionally, we tend to express these negative thoughts inappropriately by complaining, venting, yelling, worrying, feeling intense, get angry or frustrated. You may also experience physical sensations when stressed, including a faster and harder heartbeat, tightness in your muscles, breathlessness, or shallow breathing. Breathing is a proven method for calming down your body's reaction to a stressful situation. By calming your physical reaction, we can pay more attention to our thoughts. This gives us that opportunity to turn away from negative thoughts and move towards thoughts and ideas to managing the situation. Along with your worksheet, you'll also find a link to a visualization exercise. This exercise will walk you through the negative and stressful experience of a traffic jam on a hot summer's day. Have fun with it. And remember, it's just an exercise. And when you're ready, I'll see you in the next lesson.